Hello, welcome back to Tarot by Lodestone Productions, where we help you discover your true north. I am Aditi, and this is a message for whenever this message reaches you, because Spirit is not bound to our time and space continuum, and so the only time by which we tell time is divine time. Dig what I'm saying? So let us check our spiritual voicemail and see what's what. Shall we do that? So yesterday we talked about rest and using that as we talked about rest so that you're prepared energetically for what is about to come in. So we're gonna talk about holding hands and making plans while the DJ plays our favorite song. Now, we're not talking about going out and sneaking around and seeing somebody you have no business seeing and then making an iconic song about it, because that's already been done several times. Many different ways. But we are going to talk about being ready so that you don't have to get ready. All right, are we ready? Here we go. Eight of Swords, Three of Wands. Eight of Swords and the Three of Wands. Okay. You know what you want to have happen, but you don't know how to start. You don't know how to get there. There's the holding back happening, but the holding back is actually happening within you. With this Eight of Swords, you're making mountains out of molehills. The analysis paralysis is here, heavy, just sitting on your chest. Sitting on your chest. With the Three of Wands, you can see out into the distance, and you know kind of what you want to have happen, but you are definitely holding yourself back from achieving that. Seven of Pentacles with the Star and the Three of Swords. You did not want to have this heartache be put on display. You wanted to be hurt and heal in the privacy of your own space. The thing is, that's, while it saves you and it saves your pride a little bit, while it doesn't save you, but it does save your pride. The thing about pride is it always comes before a fall. This crossing your arms and stonewalling, that is very much indicative of the Eight of Swords, will actually cause you to lose things that you have worked really hard to obtain. 7 of Pentacles. And the Star is here to kind of lift you up and away from this, get you above these 8 of Swords so that you can actually see that you truly are free to move about the cabin, and also provides a level of peace to deal with this loss and this pain that are on either side. We've got the Prince of Swords with the 9 of Wands, the Sun, and the Moon. Okay, Prince of Swords and or Knight of Swords. So the Knight of Swords in this deck is depicted as the hacker, right? And that also goes right into what I was talking about taking being lifted up and seeing a broader perspective. The hacker has a much broader perspective with all of these monitors around them on every side, right? That's a lot of information from a position of relative safety. Things go crossways. It's going to take a while for someone to actually like walk up, tap them on the shoulder and punch them in the face, right? And that's one of the things that it's one of those characteristics of a hacker. It's almost like the unknown enemy. With the 9 of Wands, the Sun and the Moon here, clarifying the Prince of Swords. There are things that you see and there are things that you don't see. But even with all of that, there's still a physical toll that needs to be paid. You can't, it's not always just, you know, clicking and being fine. Like, okay, let's just talk about the hacker for just a minute. The physical tolls that hackers suffer from: eye fatigue, carpal tunnel. There's a lot of blue screen action, so their circadian rhythm is thrown off, and that will age someone quick, right? So there are things that you see, and then there are the things that you are unaware of, the hidden stuff, the things that's more than what you bargained for. Six of Cups, 10 of Cups, 4 of Swords, 4 of Pentacles, 2 of Pentacles, and 5 of Swords. 2 4s, and 4 5 6. Okay. All right. So the 6 of Cups talks about familiarity, memories, joy, just joy for the sake of being joyful, and nostalgia, which could also it could tie right back in to this analysis paralysis. Remember that time way back in the day, and you'll never be that happy again. Now, why are you even trying this? And da 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 da. Like, trying to tug on the heartstrings with musings of yesteryear to get you to stay stuck in a position that is no longer for you. It's kind of like that phrase, the devil you know. Yeah. Seven of Pentacles clarified by the Ten of Cups and the Four of Swords. One moment. Okay, Ten of Cups, Four of Swords. So we've got long-term emotional fulfillment, blissful relationships, total love and support. Let's see, actual dreams coming true. And then we've got with the Four of Swords, it's like resting, taking a beat, recuperating, or taking time in your solitude. What I'm seeing with this, with the Seven of Pentacles, is that this lighter load actually works out for you. This kind of talks about like going and being tied to the hustle, because it took a lot of energy to even get these pentacles to materialize, to grow, and to flourish. And it's, sometimes it's like biting off more than you can chew, maybe. And so Spirit comes in just to lighten your load, to give you some peace of mind and also an opportunity to take a break. Okay. And then we've got the Prince of Swords with the Four of Pentacles, the Two of Pentacles, and the Five of Swords. Whatever information you are receiving, you are keeping it to yourself, and you're incorporating it in what you regularly do. And because you're doing that, you are drawing the ire of people who wanted to actually take from you. But because you're not allowing thieves to come in and just set up shop in your house, they're pissed about it. And so they're going to run off at the mouth, and you're going to watch it all. You're going to watch it all. But while you're watching it all, you're still keeping your resources to yourself. Oh, look. Eight of Swords clarified by the Eight of Swords. I knew that Ten of Wands was going to come up. Six of Pentacles, Two of Swords, Ten of Pentacles, and the Hangman. All right, so spend time just in silence. Okay? And when you're done spending time in silence, allow yourself to just dream. Just dream. But spending the time in the silence and getting away from all of the opinions that don't matter, even though they are very strongly held and very passionately relayed, it ain't got nothing to do with you. Okay? It's just like taking other people's opinions and just adopting them as your own without fact checking, without hitting it with just the tiniest shred of critical thinking. This is just parroting somebody else's shit and then internalizing it and believing it to be true just because somebody else said it. It's going to cause you undue stress with that Ten of Wands. Because when you're seeing things be removed from you, it kind of messes with you a little bit, So you start gathering a bunch of things that you don't need, doing a bunch of stuff you have no business doing, and taking on responsibilities that are not going to further you in any shape, form, or fashion. And it's like the money that, or the effort that you're putting in, it's kind of enough, but not really. You could actually have more and do more if you managed these undue burdens and this self-sabotage. If you worked with these energies and looked at them, hangman, and just turn them about 45 degrees to the left, and you'll see that this energy is actually keeping you in the 6 when you could be at the 10. Because again, we've got this 2, we haven't even touched it yet. We've got the 2 of Swords here. This is refusal to see what is actually in front of you, what is available to you. You want to stay where it's comfortable, but the thing is, it's not flipping comfortable, okay? You got one foot in the water, another foot on rocky sand, your eyes are covered, and your hands are either bound or full. None of this says comfort. None of it at all. I think the only reason why you see it as actual comfort is because you are not actively bleeding in these 2 areas. Now, don't get it twisted. There's definitely the possibility for bloodshed. These are swords we're talking about. But because you're not actually feeling any pain, you think it's okay. It's not okay. Because what's ahead for you, what you have in store for you, 10 of Cups, 10 of Pentacles. You got the Star here. Like there's some good stuff. You don't have to be stuck at 6 when 10 is in your spread. Let me say that one more time for the cheap seats. You don't have to be stuck at 6 when 10 is in your spread. Let me turn you around. When 10 is in your spread, there's no reason for that. Go look at things from a seemingly impossible angle with the Hangman. Seemingly impossible. Yeah, just look at things a little bit differently. And while you're looking at them, be sure to write these things down. Again, this is about being ready so that you don't have to get ready. Be ready to remove this blindfold. Be ready to remove this undue burden. Be ready to accept these things and understand that your limitations are just that, yours. Yours. You're making these plans, you plan for success. When you're doing this stuff, you are setting yourself up for the best case scenario. And then set yourself up for another one that's even better than that. There's a lot of power in the mind and the heart, especially when they are in alignment with spirit. So much so that even the challenges, even in the midst of your challenges, you're going to be okay. Just know that there's more waiting for you. All right, last one. Got the Hermit, 7 of Wands, 7 of Swords, Queen of Wands, Knight of Pentacles, and the Knight of Wands. Some 7s and some Knights. You are going to defend these plans. You are ready to defend these plans. You are ready to fight about it. You are ready to be about it. period. No question at all. Once you come about this cave with the Hermit clarifying this Eight of Wands, man, speak up. Speak up. Defend yourself. It's one thing to be cunning and, conniving and whatnot, but it's a whole nother ball game when both of the control pads are plugged in. And with the Seven of Wands and the Seven of Swords out, this is like knowing when to hold them and when to fold them. Queen of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles, and Knight of Wands. You are being given the green light, spiritual green light at that, to launch an offensive. You've been playing defense. You've been playing defense long enough. You've been reactive long enough. It's time to get proactive. It's time to get these knights out here and start letting these people know that you are not one to be trifled with. Because the Queen of Wands will happily let somebody know that y'all ain't the two and that she ain't the one. And while she's got the Knight from her own house, but also the Knight from the Earth house right there with her, you know what happens when you mix fire and earth together? Do you know what happens when you do that? You get bricks. You get swords. You get weaponry. You get something that is fortified. It enhances the earth, fuses things together, takes it from a hand, an open palm, to a fist. You feel me? So use that fist to make some concrete plans for you. In whatever route you want to go, you are financial success is here. If you know how to snag it, you plan for it properly, you can have it. All right. Thank you for taking the time to hang out with me today. And until we meet again, remember to be good to yourselves and to each other, and I will see you next time. Bye now.